Crikey, I don't know why. I don't like the way it's set up now. Anyway, welcome one and all. How are you doing? Hope you all are having a great Saturday. We are here with we're gonna be playing some Pathfinder.
Dang.
We are here with Snowy Phoenix Games.
Hey there.
We are here with Professor Sir.
Hoity-toity.
And then we have... No, it's not CheapPopMan anymore. It is Christmas Present Man.
Surprise.
Where's my Christmas present?
About that.
About that. And Ray is fashionably late, but we'll get to him when he gets pops in. So
your Christmas present is that Kireji will let Zayn open the door.
Nice.
Please be my guest.
Well, I say you shouldn't have. And
Why?
it's like a painted doorway, so then he just walks into a wall.
Comedy.
It was just like Sideshow Bob and Simpsons walking on the rake.
All right. So, what happened last time? That's interesting.
Funny that Zayn should be the one asking that.
Yeah.
Hey, we discussed it. It wasn't technically against her.
It's all good now. It's all good.
With all the beans that were spilled, you could probably grow a whole garden.
Hey, you know what? An enemy of my enemy is my friend.
And with all those beans spilled, Jack climbing that beanstalk, he wouldn't make it to the Giant's castle. He'd make it halfway across the galaxy.
It's a funny thing. Funny that you should mention what you just said, Kumo. That's pretty relevant, actually, to tonight.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Though, it would be bad if she was part of the Ravenhearts.
Well, that's part of what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
And well, Kireji's definitely wary, so we'll see how that goes.
She didn't really give off any Ravenheart vibes, though.
Well, if they did that, then they wouldn't be very good at their job.
True.
Yeah.
But, the last person we really ran into gave off horrible Ravenheart vibes.
Oh, you mean Finn?
That's funny.
Who was the last person that gave out those vibes?
The one guy that was corrupting Finn. I think that's the last person we ran into.
Well, he was not even trying to hide it. He was kind of just behind the scenes, and once we show up there, it's like, oh well,
the guy
might as well have some fun.
Yeah, no, he was a straight up. I mean, he was one of the leaders, so
yeah.
Straight up, did not try to hide it.
Was being the key word.
Kireji made short work out of him.
Yeah, he ended up getting a very splitting headache.
Very.
And he's here.
I'm here.
And we have Zero.
Oh.
Just when Emma failed her will save. Well, God whiz.
Oh no.
Yeah, it would probably be nice if I went to roll 20.
It's like we're missing a few people here.
It's like there's two parts to this equation.
Discord and then roll 20, yeah.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, Zero? I'm happy to see you tonight.
I'm doing alright. How's everybody else?
Doing all right. Had a
Wonderful.
okay week. Some days better
Recovering.
than the other.
That's what I'll say. I'm recovering.
Well, I'm glad you're recovering.
Yeah. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh boy.
He had to work with rowdy kids last 2 weeks. Not fun.
Oh really?
Rowdy school kids.
Gotta love
I'm
kids.
No, you don't.
Hey, I got 3 of them, so I'm used to it.
Your own kids? Okay, that's fine. A bunch of other brats who don't know how to live?
Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
you know where I work, right? I mean,
that's a good point. That is a good point. You've seen some of the worst.
Yup.
It just starts off like the Blade Runner speech. I've seen things you couldn't believe.
Alright, webcam is on. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the final Pathfinder session of the year 2020.
Oh, there we go. I see you. I see you.
Alright,
I really need a second cam.
I wasted my speech last session, so I won't say it again, but in essence, I've been more than happy to spend this year with you guys playing this game. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you for being so into it, so fun to be around. You made my year a good one, amongst other things that happened this year, of course. But you guys were a major part of this year, and I am very grateful for your presence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
With that said, we got a lot of game to go into, so let's jump in right on. Tonight's session is called The Clipped Feather or Clipped Feathers. I realized both were written down. So, when last we left our hero.
Sorry. The arrow pointing to Reggie.
Let's
There we go, yeah.
see where the dice land, shall we?
It brings me to that.
I used all my good dice rolls. I was trying to avoid the yellow snow.
But you avoided it.
Yes, I did.
He
You
did.
managed to avoid it.
With impunity.
Beautiful. All right. Well, I don't have it written down that you should die. So take comfort in that, at least.
Oh, at least it's not scripted.
We take the small victories, right?
But then again, the only thing I have written down is sexy goblin. So I mean,
Well,
what does that even mean? I don't know.
Could be a drink.
I don't even know why you wrote that down. But that's all I got tonight.
It's probably my
It's gonna
My
be a good
artificer.
session, guys.
my artificer build.
There you go. All right. Well, last we left off. Last session we left the Forest of the Unicorn. We traveled to the mountains. We met Zani, I believe, is what I yes, Zani. She gave off quite the vibe. And then we encountered the 3 guards. You all managed to play your way to roleplay your way through them until one of them was a bit too taken by hormones, and then Zani unleashed and then followed a pretty crazy and fun interaction between the players and the DM. Why don't
you
you
know.
chuck him off the cliff, dude?
And
Fun stuff.
I explained. You don't want
You
them to
did.
find the bodies.
You explained in great detail.
Mhm.
Yeah, despite all your best efforts to pass off as the dancing dragon, one of your members was the weakest link.
And it wasn't even her fault.
I just.
Which body did hit the ground first, though?
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Sorry.
And we jumped over a hole.
Mhm.
And we had fun jumping over a hole by stuffing people in bags and then having Amethyst float.
Yeah.
Genius.
And I have one
Fun.
piece of chalk left. Woohoo!
Yes. My YouTube video for like mountain music is 3 hours and 11 seconds, and Rhythmbot can't take songs that are over 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
That's fine. I'll find another mountain ambient song to play there. All right, so that's a sexy goblin right there. Let's move on before other things happen. So,
Consider yourself retconned.
it's still there. I'll be keeping him there for. You get to have her back at the end of the session.
Okay.
Oh, my.
Right, so we had just gotten off the cliff, gone to the other side of the cliff, and the journey was continuing on the mountain pass. So that cliff basically represented the middle of the island, and you passed from the northern side to the southern side, and now you're on the southern side of Kaineng, which is a bit different from the northern side. So on this side, you are not encountering any other people that are also walking. It's fairly quiet. There is no. It's a cloudy day, though no harsh conditions. Since you guys are pretty high on the mountain, there is a cold, brisk wind that courses through you instantly. The road goes ever on and on. We'll start with Zani turning towards Zaya. She will ask you, you and the others at the same time. So you mentioned that you guys were involved in what happened at the Seitang Harbor a few days ago. I had heard that there was some chaos and commotion going on over there. What really happened?
We got in after, in the middle of it all. From what I've gathered, that the guards and they said that he was a traitor, and they were basically trying to kill or take prisoner all of his followers. So that's what we came into, and they were harming innocents as well as. So it wasn't just their followers that were being dragged into it.
You say that the guards were threatening the villagers there too, as well as the as as the others.
Yes.
She has a dejected look on her face. Just,
And then I told her when we one of the guardsmen that I was trying to ward off took a civilian hostage, but I was able to free her without harm coming to her.
I hate Imperial guards who use power to threaten those they swore to protect.
That's
not why I became. That's not why I started working for the past.
It's funny you mentioned that. Have you ever heard of the town, the one we passed that wouldn't let us in?
No, though, if you guys came from the harbor, that means you guys. That probably means that you must have passed by Cordia.
Did we? I don't remember the names of the towns.
That is a town that did not let you in.
What's that?
Cordia is the town that did not let you in.
That is exactly the town that didn't let us in, and they were the people would not let us in, any outsiders in, and they the higher ups or the troops inflicted them with a disease or the gray malady.
She turns to the others. Is this true?
Yeah, about as far as I can tell, anyway.
We weren't allowed to go in, so I can't, say exactly what happened, but they would not let us in whatsoever.
They were
Wait.
very adamant about not letting us in.
They were fearful of repercussions from the Empire.
As they should be. As far as I've known, that's all they've ever been.
It's no way to live life in fear.
So they're not just actively threatening the people; they're actually making them suffer.
Yeah. From what I've heard, I haven't. I'm telling you this. I haven't 100%. I haven't seen it in that town. I saw it in the first town we went to, where they were hurting civilians. But they were. You could see the fear on their face.
She rolls her hand in a knuckle, just very angry.
I did help them as much as I possibly could. I gave them medicines and herbs and stuff to help alleviate symptoms, and
I'm grateful for that. It's high time that I came back to my homeland. Just in time too. Oh, there will be some explaining to do. This land cannot. I cannot tolerate the presence of these strangers with their dark magic on my land, and with the guards blaspheming what they're supposed, their entire purpose of being. Ah, cannot. I can't. It is good that I found you. Thank you for sharing this with me. This strengthens strengthens my resolve even more. Get to the bottom.
Yep.
These strangers with demonic powers, as you said. Oh, they are not welcome here. Seems that we share a common enemy.
Yes. We're why did you leave your homeland in the first place?
When I heard rumors of a illness of a plague making its way across Ospian, central Ospian, I decided to go investigate. I did not want to be caught unaware if ever it came to my shores. And well, it seems that you all did a much better job than I did in gaining information about that. So I'm happy to have met you all already. It brings answers to my questions.
You know, we hope to prove trustworthy and to bring honor upon this land and what's good.
Well, like I said, your secret is safe with me as long as mine is safe with yours. Mine is safe with you.
Speaking of our secret, do you think you're gonna join the Dancing Dragons?
They already have one bad dancer. They don't need another one.
I assure
Reggie?
you, these boots were made only for walking and nothing else. There will be no dancing or tapping with these boots. The only dance I know is the dance of combat.
Well, you could at least maybe you could be like. Emma just kind of like tilts her head back and like puts her hand on her chin and thinks for a bit. Maybe you could be our ticket girl. You could go around and selling tickets and stuff like that.
I don't think you want me as the face of the group. I'm somewhat intimidated. Some have told me I don't have my way with people. I can't charm my way to their hearts, if you know what I mean. You seem a lot better suited to interact with strangers than I.
Don't charm them, just intimidate them into buying tickets for our show.
Exactly, that'll work even better.
Kireji's face falling right now.
Intimidating is not the way.
No, it's diplomacy.
That's coming from you, Zaya? I find that difficult to believe.
You just have to persuade them in a properly fashion.
She turns to Kireji and asks, how long have you been away from home? You are obviously from here, as we talked earlier, and you were out there as well. Was there a reason for that?
I was looking into the leads of some Ravenheart whereabouts, and my travels took me across to Ospian. And I have not been gone from the land very long, but well, by chance I happened to meet the other members of my group here.
Seems that the Ravenhearts are no longer content with just staying in Kaineng, huh?
It would seem that way.
What is pushing? Ah,
What do you know of the Ravenhearts?
I have encountered a few during my stayings here. I did not meet any in Ospian, but I had the displeasure of having to deal with some of them here while trying while defending my hometown from attackers. And
Why would they want to attack your homeland?
my only guess is that when you spend so much time in the shadows sneaking around, it's hard to discern what is truth or not. When you deal with so many, you know, uh, when there's such an intricate web of lies, truths, and conspiracies, as I guess they work with, it's hard to make reason out of everything. And so probably they thought that someone from my hometown was suspicious of something, so they attempted to apprehend them. And luckily, I was right there beside. I was nearby that day, and I was able to keep my town safe. But they're a very sneaky and crafty bunch. I I do not wish to have to face them as much as needed.
I see. Well, it's because of them that I'm on the path that I'm on currently. I don't know if that's a good or bad one, but
It's the path you've chosen.
more or less.
I guess sometimes we don't have the luxury of choosing the path ourselves. Sometimes the path is forced upon us. Speaking of paths, she points to a curve on the road. She mentions, once we turn that bend, we should be able to see the southern side of Kaineng. For you who have not seen it yet, it's a beautiful sight to behold.
I'm afraid I don't share that opinion.
She,
Hey, thanks for the raid!
Once she says that, she mumbles. At least it was when I left. So you guys walk towards the bend, and as she said, as you turn around, the mountain in front of you gives way, and you're basically looking at the full view of the southern side of Kaineng. You are far up top, and just the valley in front of you spreads like a beautiful tapestry. The lush coloration, verdant greens, and beautiful streams and rivers cross the land. It feels picturesque and very, very beautiful. Here and there, you can see small gatherings of houses and homes. Some farms, small farms, though though not a lot. You see a great
Why is
large
that all
forest
purple?
to the east. Well, to your east anyway, your right. A large dark forest with what appears to be barricades and walls that are in front of it. But you also see the main road, the main path that goes through the land. Uh, it goes through a small town here, and it follows on, and 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 the road continues, and it turns around. It goes behind a hill, and just beyond the hill, you can see what appears to be like the tips of very tall buildings, which is and just behind those peaks, the building tops are the island's edge, the continent's edge that is of mountains. So the capital city, the imperial palace of Forelin, is just beyond that hill. So you guys are able to see your destination, although still far away. It's there. And so the drop view is gorgeous, and there is a nearby town near the foot of the hills, and near that town there is a large lake, and just beyond that lake, on the other side, that is there is a what appears to be a monastery there, the Monastery of the Four Winds. Five Winds, the Monastery of the Five Winds. That is where the headmaster Kireji'Garou, that is his monastery. So you turn the bend, and there you have the site. However, something's off.
Is it on fire?
Oh no.
Not another monastery on fire.
Do we have a theme here? You know, burning monasteries.
I swear it was not on purpose. I did not think
I mean,
of Goku's monastery.
Yeah, Goku's monastery.
I swear I did not think of that when making this. I swear. I would not have thought of it if Zero didn't point it out. But yes, so Zani was talking. She was pointing at the different landmarks and points of interest. She points to the town, a nearby town, and then she says, "And over here, there's the." And that's when she notices, at the same time as you guys, black smoke is coming from across the lake.
Amethyst, looking at her sketchbook as she's, sketching the landscape, says, "There's the what?" And she looks up and sees the smoke. Oh. Wait, where is that?
Both Kireji and Zani are. They didn't hear you. They're basically speechless.
How does the color drain from their face?
Kireji's horrified right now. We have to go now.
Zani closes her eyes, just in a, oh no.
Let's get there as fast as possible. Maybe we can help.
And so,
Kireji's already took off pretty much.
without a moment's notice, Kireji just darts down the hill and starts to rapidly descend the mountain pass as quickly as he can.
Mr. Garou! Amethyst pulls out Squeals from her pocket. Podge, come on, Squeals, we have to catch him! She hops on, and they start barreling after Kireji.
How fast can a huge pig waddle?
I don't know.
I can't imagine more than 20 feet per round.
He's the size of a horse, so
Yeah, but he's still a pig.
25 feet.
He's got short, nubby toes.
I don't know, pigs are kind of fast.
Pigs are fast.
You'd be surprised.
How
You gotta
fast
remember
can a-
Just me.
The
How
boar.
fast can a pig go? Adult pigs can run at speeds up to 11 miles per hour.
Pigs are...
Adult pigs can run at
What
speeds up to
kind
11.
of pig is... What kind of pig is Squeals? Is he just a pig?
0? I don't know.
I mean, he's
Not
not
that
like
big.
a farm pig. I guess it's more like a boar.
Well, boars can barrel down, though.
Yeah.
How fast can the boar run? Well, that's 30 miles per hour. Oh, yeah.
That is pretty fast.
They can jump over fences less than 3 feet high and have climbed out of pig traps with walls 5 to 6 feet high. So, if Squeals is more like a boar, then that's okay. That's acceptable.
He becomes a boar during combat.
Yeah, that's. We're just gonna yawn him to death. Oh,
Let
wrong
it
boar.
be so.
Wrong boar.
Let it be so.
Okay, forgive me. I was thinking of boars and peccaries, apparently.
Alright, so Kireji just took off on his own. Zani was quick to put a foot on the ground and also start running while beckoning you all over like, quick, we must hurry.
They
Chasing.
Lives are in danger.
We start running.
Alright,
Peaceful running. It's so serene.
I think it's more of a
yeah, basically, let's see here. Is this the right one? Basically, in the second Lord of the Rings, when Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas were chasing the troop of Uruk-hai across the valleys and fields, then the same thing as you guys. You guys are just running as
This
much
is-
as you're.
It's an amazing sight seeing a half-elf woman striding across the land in full plate.
Yeah.
Kind of scary.
So once you guys reach the bottom of the hill, the path would keep taking you more towards the right, towards the nearby village, but the quickest way to the monastery is basically you branch off here and go around. So once you guys reach that fork, Kireji has already he forked off and is running around the lake. Once we reach there, Zani will turn around towards you guys, point to the non-path, and tell you that that is the fastest way to the monastery. You four should be good to handle it. I will run to the nearby town and get some help, supplies, and all that, basically.
Okay, we'll see you there.
Okay,
Alright.
good luck.
Great. And so once again, she starts running towards the nearby village, while you three now are rushing to the monastery as well.
So the village is over here.
Yeah, basically around that.
Monastery's
Yeah.
over there. Okay.
Yeah. Something like that. All right. I don't have a other slide for that. Let's just say, let's see, what, how far is it according to my map? So that would be around, about 5 or 6 miles away. How fast can a human run 6 miles? How fast to run 6 miles? That's about, guy says, approximately a little bit less than an hour. Let's just make it a flat number and say that it's 30 minutes of running, 30 minutes of straight jogging / dashing. For Kireji, it's more like 22 minutes because he's so gosh darn fast.
Especially with all the urgency on the situation too. So
Yeah, I mean, he's got the adrenaline pumping to the max. Okay, so let's just shift to skip over to about 25 minutes later. I guess we can start with Kireji, and like a few moments later, the rest of the group will show up. So, okay, so once you reach the monastery, indeed, a lot of it is or has been on fire and is smoking. The place is not destroyed or ravaged or just like completely obliterated. Just that a lot of the buildings or the roofs anyway caught on fire. There's a few overturned carts and barrels splintered, smashed. Doors are crushed as well. Not a pretty sight. And so the main big door that leads into the, I guess, main hall, you could say, is busted open wide, and as you approach, you do hear some shouting, and you hear some sounds of combat, sounds of metal on metal, and screams, and the like. Do you wait for the others, or do you just
no.
what did you? That was a trick question. There was no other, there is no other answer than that.
No.
No. Okay. I'll hide you three then, since I forgot that Kireji runs faster. Okay, so you immediately toss the door and jump in, and what you see will probably surprise you. I won't decide what you do, but so you jump in there, and the first thing you see is a mass of people, a large gathering of people fighting each other. Uh, Everyone in the room is dressed or garbed in black or very dark colors. Um, uh, there are there seems to be two different groups fighting each other. Uh, one one of the groups has more of a uh, uh, more of like a uh, more of a robed outfit with hoods hiding their faces, and the other group seems to be more of a uh, seems to have more of a ninja garb to them with uh, not hoods, but the ninja mask or covering whatever
Do
on their head.
I recognize like their uniforms?
So basically, what's going on is that you take a few seconds to analyze what's going on, and you notice that the hooded guys that we've met before, that we now know to be as demons, are fighting the Ravenhearts. There was a small gathering of Ravenhearts who are currently locked in battle and engaged with these demons. You see uh, uh, some bodies of dead Ravenhearts are scattered here and there, but there are no demon corpses to be found nowhere. Uh, and like I said, fighting. Both of them are in a clash between each other, and it's just a mess of black and red. Uh, and you see in the center of the gathering, uh, you see a a group of the dark of the hooded figures fighting a rather large and prominent man who is dressed in red, and and, and he is using his bare fists and kicks to deal with these oppressors. Uh, uh, from this man is shooting lightning, thunder, no lightning, and his arms seem to crackle with lightning every time he throws a punch. And so you get there, these two groups are fighting each other. There's a man there who has his back turned towards you currently. What do you do?
Uh, is he like the man that has his back turned to me? Is he a Ravenheart or?
He is definitely not dressed any any Ravenheart that you would. Uh, uh, his his outfit does not say Ravenheart at all. He has long blonde hair that is flowing left and right as he ducks and darts and attacks.
I just look really uh really angry,
But
and
but something about him feels familiar. You can't quite put your hand on it right now, but seeing him, seeing his back in a way, it it irks you in the wrong way.
I just
What do you
make
do?
my way about here, and I say, "What the hell are you doing in our temple?"
All right. Once you say that, the man in the middle, uh, finishes a wicked lightning uppercut to one of the demons, and that demon's body does not have time to hit the ground before it disintegrates in an instant. as though he just deleted him from the plane of existence. And then he quickly turns around to face whoever said that, and this is who the man is. And Kireji, this guy is the one who killed their parents. You saw him kill it. You saw him kill them 7 years ago. It's undistinguishably the same guy. As soon as you saw his face, like you instantly recognized him as the one who did the deed. So he turns around, he sees you. There's like a 2 or 3 seconds of like reading, of looking at each other. And then the man points at you, Kireji, and says, let's see. How'd you say that? Okay, so he points at you quickly and says, Kireji, these demons must die, and then we talk.
I have nothing to say to you. You're the one who murdered my family. The only thing I have for you is death. And then I go to attack him.
All right. So he opens his mouth to perhaps say something, but then seeing with what you said, he gives up on saying anything, and he just grunts, and he will perform a maneuver to like reposition himself to reposition himself and one of the demons to like shift so that the demon is between you two. And once he does that, he says, these demons are destroying our monastery. Please, let's kill them before we kill each other. And the way he spoke, he says those words. It was in a kind of like a not a angry "I'm so gonna kill you" tone, but more like a a tone of urgency, like, come on, please, let's focus on what's important here. So we said like he said they're destroying our monastery. Let's get rid of them first, so that there was no distraction.
I don't care about any of that. I'm going to make sure you all die here today for what you've done. And I'm basically just going to attack whoever's in front of me.
Sounds good.
Like trying to get to him, basically.
Yeah. And he just nods. Fair enough. Fair enough. And with that, he will deliver a wicked punch to one of the demons beside him, knocking him on the ground. And so there you have it. These Ravenhearts are fighting the demons fighting Ravenhearts, and this man who you also notice as you're fighting these demons and Ravenhearts and whoever comes at you, this man is also whooping on Ravenhearts too. A moment that happens is that one of the Ravenhearts who kill the demons, let's say let's say like this guy here, he just killed his demon and he's all alone. He looks around, he sees you, and he starts running towards you. And the man sees that. The man sees the Ravenheart running, and he will whack him. He will punch the Ravenheart to knock him on the floor, and the man yells at the Ravenheart, "You don't put a hand on him. Do not lay a single hand on him." And he keeps making his way more towards the back. Again, fighting demons and Ravenhearts alike.
But is he attacking the Ravenhearts as if to kill them too, or is he just like trying to keep them away from me?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, both. um, he is definitely showing no regard to their life. He Another scene that happens is that he sees one of the Ravenhearts running towards you. He will trip him, so the Ravenheart falls down, and immediately one of the demons rushes in on the Ravenheart and kills him. So like he is expressing no no regard to both Ravenheart and demon lives, whether they die or not. He seemingly doesn't care. So, and he is not he is not wanting to attack you or like make your situation bad. He's actually, like I said, he's preventing the others from ganging up on you or backstabbing you or anything.
Well, I'm still doing the same thing. I'm just going to attack whoever's in front of me. Like trying to get towards him.
Okay.
Because he's just in a blind fury right now. So
Yes. Hold on. I'll whisper you.
okay.
And so, during this is all happening, the others have time to arrive. The man is making sure to keep his distance between you and him. He's, you can see him zapping across the main hall, as though riding a lightning bolt, left and right, and punching anyone in his way, really. Making corpses, making bodies, and disintegrating any demons. His lightning fists are flash in the sky often. And it's like, we'll just say that like you're here with a bunch of people around you, both dead and alive. And the rest of the group arrives when there's only about 3 or 4 of each left. There was not many demons left, not many Ravenhearts who are still alive. Some have fled, but most are dead. And so you guys get here, and the scene is horrific. I mean, you guys get there, the place is on fire, and there are bodies littered across the floor, just left and right. Just so many piles of Ravenhearts dead, and no demons, of course, since they all just disintegrate. But yeah, there are just a whole lot of bodies. But you do see in two separate places of the room, you guys see on your right there are Ravenhearts getting sent flying by a man's kicks and uppercuts, and to the left of the room, you guys see again bodies flying from lightning charged uppercuts and kicks, and so it seems that every enemy is ganging up on those two places, both left and right, and their bodies flying basically. As you guys enter this place, what happens?
Look in Discord.
I imagine what the GIF is gonna be. No, okay, it's not the one I imagined, but yes, that works too. That's very appropriate.
That's about what Emma's like too. She's just like,
What the?
Pretty much is like
Kuma just summed up the universal reaction.
Reggie, what's going on?
He doesn't answer. He's just lost in battle right now.
We gotta help him.
Who do we help though?
Kireji!
Well,
you got this, Kireji. Whoever you're punching, I'm sure they deserve it.
Yeah, so you guys also notice that demons are fighting the Ravenhearts, though they're mostly fighting Kireji and the man, but they are trading blows at each other as well. It's just a huge mess when you guys get here. Literally.
Emma, what in all the hells did we walk into here?
I have no clue. Uh,
Well, come on, we gotta help. Amethyst charges forward.
Just as you charge forward, you are make a reflex save.
oh, nice.
Very cool. And so, from your left comes sliding and skidding on the floor a demon corpse, basically a demon person, just skidding on the floor as though it was super slippery, and you see him just in time, and so you jump over this this demon as he continues skidding on the floor at the same time as disintegrating. Lightning streaks coursing through the remains of his body as it gets disintegrated. And looking to where he came from, you see the man who just delivered that punch. And so you two see each other, and that's when the man notices that you three have arrived. And he yells at you. He yells at you guys. He tells you all to keep Kireji safe, to defend Kireji, and kill these invaders.
But both of them are invaders.
You don't know that.
Ravenhearts.
Well, yes. He tells you to just keep Kireji safe from both groups and wipe out everyone. He tells you to defend Kireji and kill all of the invaders. Yeah, that's what he says.
Right, you got it, Random Man.
Looks like I'm stopping people for no reason again. And she pulls out her rapier and she starts going over this way for this guy, for these guys.
All right. And so the remaining demons and Ravenhearts will quickly try and surround you guys too, but since there are not many left, so you five make quick and short work of the remaining Ravenhearts and demons. For the sake of it, we'll just say that no bells or hit points are lost to either of you. Though once they're all wiped out, here, get rid of all of them. We'll just say that he's still there. Kireji, we'll just say that you are fatigued one.
Okay.
Since you've been in that blind rage for a good 3 or 4 minutes of just pure intense whacking and fighting and all that. And so when you lift your head up to keep going, you realize that everyone's dead or disappeared. Your 3 allies are there, and he's the only one there. He is also doing the same. He's looking around, trying to make sure that everyone's gone, and when he sees that there was no one left, he will recompose himself and look at you four, and he'll say that our monastery is safe now. Good.
Our monastery is safe? What the hell do you mean?
He looks at you, stays silent for a good 2 or 3 seconds, and he asks, "You will not listen to a single thing I have to say, won't you?"
The only thing I want to hear from you is your screams of the afterlife.
Whoa, 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 Mr.
Figure.
Garr, are you acquainted with this pretty boy?
This monster is the one who murdered my family.
Oh,
Carry on then.
He's just kind of hunched over, like he's kind of he's still angry, but he's also really tired.
Yeah.
given that information, Amethyst is going to produce stones towards the pretty boy.
Zayn goes over to Kireji and tries to see if he's okay. And
He has surface wounds, but no like real damaging stuff. We'll say that he took about 20 non-lethal damage
Okay.
from all
Oh.
of that.
all right, then
So he's tired, but still primed and ready to go.
I treat him as best as possible.
All right. So your fatigued status will run out after the first round. And so the man, with what you told him, I will hear nothing except for your death screams. Sighs. He looks at you three, not Kireji, and says that if you are with him, there is vital, essential information that I need to tell you, but it will have to wait before he is calmed down. He mentions towards Kireji.
Well, then come closer so I can kill you.
Oh,
Yes.
you are approaching me.
Yep.
Instead of running away, you are approaching me.
Yep.
All right. So, without waiting for your answer, you three, he slowly shifts his body to be face to face with Kireji, and he says, "First, yes, perfect." And he says, "Okay, let's see what our headmaster taught you." Roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh,
Zayn kneels down in kind of like a prayer stance and puts her shield and mace on the ground and at the ready.
okay. All right then. So, he begins. And so he begins to rush towards you, Kireji, and immediately you see as though his footsteps are blurred by this storm of energy, both lightning and ki, and his fists also crackle with lightning as he rushes towards you faster than it should be. And he just quickly gets close to you. And he's on you like a panther, and he will be using the skill Cross the Final Horizon. It costs 3 actions. He moves up to his speed and then does 3 strikes against you. It might sound familiar.
Oh, I know what it is.
Might sound familiar. Oh, darn it. Okay, goes looping. Okay. What did I put down? Well, he rolled 2 2s. Great. What a great start to an intimidating boss fight. So that first one hits at least.
Yep.
All right, and you can see his hands are, well, I keep saying it, is enshrouded with lightning and ki power.
Yep.
I just keep saying it, so I'm sorry. So, so there's one attack that hits that out of the 3. 1d4 plus. So 7 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3, 17 damage on that one hit.
Okay.
You feel coursing through your chest as he nails one solid hit. Both the lightning coursing through you as well as like a shudder of sonic damage as well. So that's 11 bludgeoning damage and 3 lightning and 3 sonic damage as that just smacks you clean in the chest.
Oof.
You're next.
Is he right next? He's right next to me, right?
Yep, he's right next to you.
I enter Dragon Stance,
Watcha!
and I give him Flurry of Blows. Actually, I'll use my Kai Strike.
Alright.
So I'll do the Flurry of Blows, but I'll also, like, depending on what happens, add the extra damage, depending.
Well, the Q strike is basically you activate the Q strike and then you do it for your blows, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I get a +1 status bonus to my attack rolls, and my strikes
And
deal
1d6 damage. Nice.
Yep.
All right.
And I get to choose which element it is.
That's right. Hit it off.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh no! I rolled a 1. Dang. So there would be 16 and a 15, right? So
Yep.
you got the +1. Ah, bad
Well-
rolls to start out with. Oh, that sucks. So your frenzy of fighting the demons and the Ravenhearts made your head blurry and spinny. So when you tried to focus on one single guy in front of you, your fists and your kicks just like went the wrong way and kicked around you, hitting no one. And your second attack wound up whacking one of the Ravenheart's bodies.
Oh.
That's all on the floor. But that Ravenheart body got sent 10 feet away.
Crap. I guess in futility, I'm going to try to attack him with just a regular melee strike. So that's. So I don't really have anything to. You know. So let's see if this works. So that's a 9.
How's your like a dragon stance attack? Okay.
Yep. I forgot to mention that where it was the Kai strike first, it was +1 on each attack. Not that it makes a difference, but
Right. So the dragon stance attack is, it says that it's a kick attack, but for the sake of the hand wraps, we'll say that you have the same foot wraps, okay?
yep.
Because
Fair enough.
that would be stupid. All right. Well, unfortunately, that is also
Yeah.
a 10. It sucks.
I didn't expect that one to hit anyway, so
Yeah, but hey, blind fury leads to desperation, and desperation can lead to the glorious of moments, the gloriousest of moments. Not this time though.
Nope.
So, at the beginning, do a fortitude save. Okay, your fatigue is all gone.
okay.
With those 3 hits, you shake off your head. You shake it off, and you can feel your focus coming back to you. Now, fully aware that there's no one except you two. Perfect. So he will then attempt to, with your outstretched leg trying to kick, he will try to capitalize on it on his turn. Spend 1 action to try and grab you. And so that is his athletics versus your fortitude plus 10. You don't roll fortitude, it's just the bonus of your fortitude plus 10. Which should be about 21, I think?
Yep.
If I remember right. Good. He's got a plus 16. Oh, he failed. So he managed to like grab your leg, but the blood on his hands made it slip out.
Yeah, he just barely didn't catch.
Just barely, and so a failure means that nothing happens. All right, in that case, he will then. That. Yes. Okay. So his arms and legs still has that crackling thunder and thunder and lightning surrounding it. So he will then simply do. So that was a attack. So anything after that is a -5. So he will simply then attempt to elbow you from behind with a. So that's a -4. So 12, 27. I think that hits.
That hits, yep.
Another 17. Whoop, bam!
Ooh, all right.
And that was two of his actions. He tried to grab. That was 1 attack. He attacked. That was 1. His next thing. He'll take 1 step back. Reggie?
I'm going to. So is he about 5 feet away from me?
Yes, it's 5 feet.
I'm going to step into his range.
Okay.
And well, try for the flurry blows again.
Do it.
I gotta try to do something.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, a 20 and a 1.
A man of extremes.
A man of extremes, no doubt about that. Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. Right, so the first one is an absolute crit. Great.
And
So
that's 20 damage.
20 damage right off the bat with your one kick, which lands straight in his stomach. He like bends in half a bit. Ugh! But since he bent forward a bit, your other roundhouse kick that was gonna
It's just completely whiffs.
whack his head just spins around you. Whoa! And he has to roll a fortitude, right?
Yep.
Because of the stunning fist. Alright, so that is a nice up. 18. Ooh.
He fails.
He fails, so he's stunned one.
Yep.
Alright, so lose one action. Interesting.
Hmm.
So that was flurry of blows plus a move.
Yep. Yeah, we try to grapple. That's gonna be another -5.
So that'll be a -10.
-10. I will. I guess I could ready in action.
Yes.
I'll when he attempts to try to attack me, I'm going to try and counter with a grapple.
Okay.
Like just to kind of.
Okay. During this time, what's going on with you three? What's going through your minds? What's going through your heads as you see this clash of titans going on?
We've seen this before.
Emma's just partially confused, but also just like waiting for the moment that it goes too far. And she's like kind of got her like she's in like kind of like a I'm ready to jump at any moment stance.
Yep. That's what Zayn.
Okay.
As soon as it looks like Reggie's having too much trouble.
Same with Amethyst.
Okay. Okay, Kireji, roll a D100.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right. Before anything else happens, he will again on his turn attempt to grapple you again. So since you have it ready, you do a grapple check before him. I think you keep the penalty you had when you readied an action.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
I think that's what the rules say.
All right. Well, I'll roll with it.
Dean, could you check that out, please?
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Okay.
See if readying an action keeps the penalties from when you readied. But roll your athletics check. So that would be like a -10.
Yeah, so that'd be like 11, which won't really work.
Well, even without a penalty, he has 22 fortitude.
Yeah, so
So close. All right, so once again, on him, he will do the same. Man, he failed again.
It does keep the attack penalty.
Okay, thank you. Well, he rolled a 4 again, dang it. That's fine. So he failed to grapple again. And so he will then... so he got stunned. So he has 1 action left.
Yep.
He will also do a flurry of blows at -5, -10. Since he did a first attack already. So he has agile, so it's -4, -8. So first flurry. I think I rolled that correctly. Okay.
So that's his.
Those are his 2 flurry of blows.
The first one is a hit.
Okay, and the other one isn't?
No.
Just barely, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he rolled the 18, too. Wow. Alright. His fists are no longer glowing with thunder and lightning. So he does a 12 damage to you.
I'm down.
Unconscious.
As soon as that happens, Zayn sprints and holds up her shield over.
As soon as Kireji gets knocked unconscious, the man will then immediately take a step back and hold his hands up high, as though he has his hands lifted up.
Zayn lays on hands.
And he says, he immediately says, "Hold. I wish not to kill anyone here today. I wish not kill him."
What about his parents?
Let me explain. Or no. Let me tell you what happened. So Zayn rushes towards Kireji and immediately lays on hands on him, healing him for 18 health. So you are no longer unconscious. You are back to the living. You're back up, basically.
Why didn't you kill me? Isn't that what you wanted?
Never. He will then... he will walk a bit towards you. And he will scoot some of the bodies around. Find a clean place. And sit down with his legs crossed. Hands on his knees.
Those were your own people. And you killed them too.
And he will say, I don't want to use that music. I think that'll do. Yeah, okay, we'll do. Should have had that play.
Zayn's gonna be working on Reggie.
He will say, before all of this, before anything happened, I was a student of the headmaster, Kireji'Garou, just like you are now. I studied under him for many years, and I have since, you may say, graduated from his monastery. Shortly after, I joined the Ravenhearts because at the time, many years ago, they were virtuous. They sought to protect the Emperor, protect Kaineng, keep invaders at bay. I wished that for my people, as I'm sure you do too. Throughout the year that I was with them, I noticed that was not entirely the case. The leader and those the leader made questionable decisions, morally questionable decisions that I, as a student, as a former student of our headmaster, I had trouble dealing with. It was always in the name of defending our land, but something felt off. Nevertheless, I did my duties. I executed the orders. I eventually became who you see now. My name is Aaron. I am the right wing of the Ravenhearts. Seven years ago, we received terrible news. The Eye of Amethyst was stolen. The artifact, Kaineng's most precious treasure that defended our sacred land, had been stolen. This was a matter of the utmost importance. By that time, the left hand was already out on his own thing. And the leader sent me. The leader told me to apprehend thieves, get rid of them, and bring back the artifact post-haste. This was what I signed up to do. The artifact is our land's most sacred possession. This was a matter of national threat. I found the thieves. Your parents. They, without a doubt, were the culprits. They were the ones who stole the Eye of Nan. I had irrefutable proof. And yet, when I arrived at the scene, when I found them, they were no thieves. They did not look the part. They were troubled, they were lost, they were just lost. You were there, you remember. I asked your parents where the artifact was, and they could not answer me. They refused to tell me what happened. I had my orders. I had no choice. Your parents were the thieves who threatened our land. I had no choice. but to follow through.
My parents were just trying to survive.
Their survival meant the danger of our entire nation. I could not let that pass.
Whatever way you can justify murder.
I was also troubled. I could not understand why the ones who would steal the artifact were them. They did not know what was going on. They had no idea what they had just done. Your parents did not know the importance of that artifact. That as much they told me. And yet the deed was done. They had compromised the entirety of Kaineng. Did what I had. I did what I must. I brought them down. When I turned to look at you, I knew you had nothing to do about this. I knew you were innocent in all of this. You were simply a victim of the situation. I knew then and there that I could not bring myself to kill you as well. Even though I had direct orders to kill any witnesses. As I stood there, struggling with my mind, that is when our master, Kireji'Garou, arrived on the scene. Well, as you remember, I was accompanied by a few other members of the Ravenhearts, and as soon as they saw Kireji'Garou and his students arrive, they immediately took action, and they fought with the headmaster. I could do nothing. I would never dare raise my arm against my former master. Nor could I raise my hand against a boy who was not part of this crime. However, I did see some of my Ravenhearts make moves to approach you and attempt to silence you. And that's why I decided that I could not. I could not see you die for no reason. You may have noticed, you may have not, but I then brought down the Ravenhearts who were going to attack you. I did not want to harm you at all. When Kireji'Garou killed the others of my group, he looked at me, and I him. No words were exchanged, although he told me everything with his eyes. So I realized that what I had sought out to do, defend my land, was not the case. I stepped down, and then I left, leaving you in the safe hands of Kireji'Garou. That's when he took you in. Now, the years went by. I am still the right wing of the Ravenhearts, Aaron. I am still employed. I'm still with them, although I've altered my way. You could say subtly. I keep my methods hidden from their eyes much as possible. They dare not question the right hand, the right wing. So I've been able to carry out my operations in a way that I see fit. All the while, I've been watching you. Every so often, I would see where you were and what you were doing. As the right wing, I had information that the Ravenhearts knew one of the witnesses was still alive. And when the leader learned that the thief's son still lived, the leader was furious. He wanted to silence you at all costs. The leader was convinced you knew something about the artifact, because although the thieves were dead, the artifact still remained at large. So, often did our leader send assassins, send killers to meet you, and every time I stopped them. I prevented many attacks on you and on the monastery. The Ravenhearts seek to destroy our monastery and the headmaster for being implicated in preventing protection to Kaineng is what the motive was. But I could not bring myself to kill my former master or you, who remains innocent. When you left Kaineng less than a year ago, I resigned you to your fate. I could not follow you. I only wished that you would one day stay safe and hopefully one day learn the truth. I did not think to find you, okay? But seeing you here, I had to see what had Kireji'Garou done with you through these 7 years. Once again, I mean not kill you. I do not regret what I did 7 years ago. Although I do lament at the situation. I am saddened that those who committed the crime were not aware and did not know what they were doing. I had wished that they were truly evil thieves, but they were not. They told me that they were simply trying to they were only hired to steal the artifact to clear a debt that they had accumulated. That was all they knew. But I had no. He then changed his position. He's now on both knees. He's sitting on both knees, hands on his lap, and he says, I understand what you may feel right now, and I will not attempt to correct you. Whatever you are feeling is right. Should you still wish to listen to your heart, I will not stop you. But know that what happened 7 years ago, was not entirely what you know. He then, untenses his shoulders, takes a deep sigh, and does nothing.
I can never forgive you for what you did. That much I do know. You took the one bit of happiness in my life, destroyed it without even a second thought. And as if to patronize me, you let me live all this time. Just let me suffer all this time.
You would have preferred to die.
He kind of looks silently at him with a tear trickling down his face, but also a lot of anger too.
What do you guys? What are you guys? What is Amethyst, they thinking, or maybe saying now?
They is just working on Kireji, patching him up, and
Emma's thinking, is he gonna kill him, or what's Kireji gonna do? The man kind of deserves it.
Amethyst is waiting to see what happens.
Okay. He
Zaya.
will.
Nope.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say Zaya looks at him and like she wants to say something, but she doesn't say anything and waits for whatever Kireji does.
Errant will say that the Ravenhearts are a shell of their former self. They are run by a deranged person who only listens to himself now, taking suggestions from no one. He is the one who he works for no one but himself. I can no longer. I've since then could no longer see myself as a defender of Kaineng, although I found myself at an impasse. For being the right wing, I knew much information, and if I knew of this information, I could also act upon it and take it to myself to be who I always wanted to be after I graduated from Kireji'Garou's Monastery. Truly defend Kaineng. First with the Ravenhearts and now against the Ravenheart from the inside. I know your words ring true, Kireji. Everything you said is true and valid. And I will not deny that I did what I did. Urge you to think this through before you run me through. Perhaps. No, I will not do that. He caught himself and no. He stops talking.
How can I know that I can trust what you say? For all I know, this could be just you justifying your actions.
I realize that I am in no position to be trusted right now. Nor can I say anything that would make you that would properly justify my action in regards with you. Just I could have easily at any moment completed the mission throughout all these years, and yet I could not bring myself to do so. I refused to do so. You are free to believe whoever you wish to believe. Just on that day, 7 years ago, it was only you and me. You may not remember what your parents said. That is what I heard from them. And that is what I realize, that what I say is against everything you thought of your parents. But in that moment, that was one deed too far. They accepted a contract that was beyond anything that they thought that they were getting into. One that jeopardized the entirety of the land you and I both grew up on. And ultimately, this very same monastery you and I trained in. I ask you not believe me, but perhaps our headmaster might convince you. He then stands up, places his hands palm open towards you at his hips, and he basically offers himself to you, and he tells you, if truly you wish to, you may. Just don't forget what I said.
Is Kireji still kind of on the ground at this point, or is he kind of stood up?
Yeah. Zaya has had time to patch you up enough that you are no problem able to stand and able to attack or do actions.
I felt like when I saw you, I knew that one of us was going to likely die. And judging from how things were going, I was almost certain it was going to be me. I know I have a lot more to learn. I need to become much stronger than I am. I still have many conflicts inside of me. One day I will destroy the Ravenhearts. That I promise you. And while I will never forgive you for what you did, this is not the way that I want my vengeance. I want you to live with the pain of what you did. And I never want you to forget it. I never will. I'm going to find the man who told you to do this. And I will bring him to justice. So that nobody else has to go through what I went through. But I want you to live with the shame of what you did forever. I have nothing more to say to you. Never appear before me again. Or next time I will kill you.
Errant will let those words ringing the air for a few seconds. Very lightly dips his head, closes his eyes in a nod, and he will turn around, facing the door that you all entered from, will begin to walk out. Only sound of his feet uh, stepping on the polished marble floor echoes throughout the building, though now extremely loud. And,
Right.
and he was
Right before he
What?
gets to exits the door, Zaya stands up. Did you know anything about the slaves and the innocent kids that the Ravenhearts have brainwashed?
he's right past the carpet, or the not carpet, the mosaic. Stop. say, did everything I could against that.
Oh, we lost you. I can't hear you.
Oh, hello?
Yep. Now we can.
Okay. It says, I did everything I could against that, but it was not my task. I was not involved in that. The leader decided to take it upon himself. I was not made. I was not given the information on where those children were. I just knew that it was happening.
And so you know the Ravenhearts have reached into Central Aspian,
That
snatching the lives of innocents.
is my extent of I I was more involved in regional matter. The left wing more outsourced. I should you ever meet him,
Isn't the left wing who we killed?
he is a true Ravenheart down to the heart.
I kind of turn around, say to him that he has already faced justice. I killed him with my own hands.
His face changes, doesn't change at all. His expression doesn't move at all, and yet you still feel like a wave of relief wash over him. Maybe it's his shoulders that untensed just a little bit.
Zaya strides up and looks him directly in the eyes. Tell me you had nothing to do with the kids and the slaves. And she just white knuckles her mace and just stares directly in.
He asked, "What happened to the boy that followed the left wing?"
He is under my care.
You see him visibly smile. He says, "Good. I only saw them leave, and that was all I knew from them." He then does a hand gesture, a hand movement that Kireji, you recognize immediately. It is it's kind of like the uh, a a symbol of I guess like the highest form of sincerity that that one could ever muster. Uh, it comes from Kagochi Maru himself. Is a symbol that he made, uh, and that conveys just uh, the purest form of sincerity that exists, basically. And you see that he does that uh, only Kireji'Garou's most trusted, closest members are taught this, and so you see him do that, and Errant just yes, trust me, I had nothing to do.
You want to roll my perception for?
Ah, yes, I will. You have a +10.
Yep.
Secret roll, please. Okay. You don't understand what his hands are doing, but in in the in the moment, uh, his eyes locking in yours, uh, you there can be no trace of deception. No one is that good uh, who could say that while lying. Uh, Basically, you believe him as much as you believe Milani. Basically,
Can you
So
tell it?
he's doing this towards me specifically, or
no.
just towards us?
With his left hand, that's his left hand is facing you guys, but he does it anyway, knowing that you understand. Uh, so he's thinking that maybe I could not convince Zaya, but if Kireji sees me do this, then at least he will know that what I'm saying right now is the truth. Uh, to dishonor that gesture would be just the uttermost most shameful thing that a man could ever do. Basically,
Can you tell us where to find the head of the Ravenhearts?
Yeah, probably above his shoulders.
well, he points to Amethyst. It is her. No, he doesn't do that.
Well, that was an M. Night Shyamalan plot twist right there.
He says that he has been uh, uh, ever since about a year ago. Uh, he's been noticing Kaineng being not tormented, but like shady stuff happening all around Kaineng. These demons appearing, strange dark forces begin to arrive here and there. So he has had his hands busy for the last year or two. Uh, uh, he's been basically doing his own thing for the past year or two, and he says that the Ravenhearts never stay in one place very long. It is when I'm ready to go back, they will find me. I will not find them. And should they want to find you, they will find you.
How? Oh,
In fact, I'm surprised that they did not follow you here today. Though I guess I am.
how would we go about staging a meeting? I guess you could say then.
Mess with their plan.
We've done
Mess
that.
with them more than once. They will definitely want to see you out. Although I don't think you're gonna have much trouble finding them. He he looks at Kireji, knowingly that basically he knows that you've been coming in contact with them quite a few times in the past few years, so he's sure that you guys won't have any problem finding yourself face to face with them. Us, I guess.
I kind of give him a knowing look, but also kind of one that's kind of betraying his emotions a bit. So it's he kind of looks away when he feels like he's had enough.
Okay. And without saying anything else, he will turn back towards the door and start walking. And at the door, he stops again, and he will stop there and ponder for a few seconds. Then he will unlock his arm brace, his left arm brace, and let it slide to the floor. And then, with one arm bare, he still says nothing and he walks out. The arm brace now on the floor.
I have a question.
Yes.
This whole time that all this stuff is going on, the whole place is
enough.
still on fire, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that too. I just was wondering.
As soon as Kireji saw that person, it's like, well, I don't give a shit now.
Well, it's less a blazing wildfire that's spreading through the place, but more like the things that are on fire are just staying on fire, but it's not spreading throughout the entire place. It's staying
It's
where
repair.
it is.
It can be fixed.
Yeah, basically, it's the place is smoldering, but not fire spreading everywhere.
Okay.
And so he's gone. You four are the ones that remain here with the bodies of Ravenhearts and only demon blood to prove that they were once there. And sorry. Period.
I checked to see if there's any other being here that might need any medical attention or anything.
No. The all of the other Ravenhearts that are here have been thoroughly and without a doubt beyond death. The rest of the monastery goes beyond this building, and like outside of here, there's a large courtyard in the back with more small buildings spread across the ground. But yeah, that's
We should probably take care of this fire, shouldn't we?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Amethyst is gonna turn, go walk over to Kireji. Just look up to the towering giant that he is compared to her. And just open her arms up. Looking at him in the face.
He just kind of loses his composure and receives the gesture.
Zaya follows suit. Group hug!
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what's going on, and Emma just jumps on all of you.
Kireji's harem.
Way to ruin the moment.
This is where the part where Kireji falls through a trapdoor and just disappears from Ospian forever.
Zaya breaks away. And are you doing all right?
I honestly don't know anymore. I can't forgive him for what he did.
I wouldn't expect you to.
But part of me
Yeah.
feels.
I don't know if words can describe what he's feeling right now.
I don't think so either.
Amethyst still hasn't let go of Crit.
It seems like he was a means to an end for whoever ordered him to do that. He had
Yeah.
a choice, and he went with the easy way. Judging from his skill, anyway. My parents wouldn't have stood much of a chance.
But he kept you alive.
I don't understand why.
For that, I'm grateful.
In a way, it kind of feels a bit like a sick joke. But given what he said, I couldn't kill him like that. That's not the way I want to get my revenge. I learned that in Weavertown because I almost lost myself back there. I need to find a different way.
And we'll be here for you while you're trying to find it.
I have a feeling that won't be the last time we'll see that man. I don't know what will change between here and now, but for now, all that matters is that we accomplish what we set out to do.
Are we gonna?
We need,
You go ahead.
we need to go save that Empress, or else those Ravenhearts will get their way. We can't let that happen. Even if I don't agree with what the Empire has done as of late, I'm sure some of that has come about because of the leader of the Ravenhearts' actions. And he will answer for his crimes. It's the least I can do for the people of Kaineng, for what they've done for me. and for my parents. Only then can they truly rest in peace.
Let's go help Kaineng.
Hey, you know who's here also?
If you say
I
Finn, I'm
completely-
gonna say
No, the white and red fox that I completely forgot existed for like 2 sessions. She's still there. She will be cuddled and huddled up against Kireji, with a very well. Whenever you and Arendt were talking to each other and having your moments and stuff, she looked very angrily at the man. But when he left, uh, uh, she quickly went to you and expressed sorrow, grief towards you, for you.
After Kireji finishes saying what he's saying, Emma is gonna give him a hard slap on the back and say, "Well, alrighty then, let's go get him."
Do I need to roll damage for that? Because I am pretty banged up.
Whoops, Bernie.
Emma, roll your attack roll.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Slap and kill him.
roll one.
That's what's killing me.
Do I roll my rapier? Basic.
Sure.
Slap me in the back with your rapier.
Whoops! This was still in my hand. Whoops.
Whoops,
Whoops.
rapier slip.
Let's see if this is a thing.
Oh damn!
No, that's a miss.
Just
That would have
Uh-oh.
been. Oops. That would have been funny. Just crit. Oh no! Well, I'm dead. Revenge. Ah,
Well, I suppose I deserve that.
we should probably go meet up with not Zaya.
Honey,
Zani. Zani.
I'm still wary of her.
Should we though? Should we really?
Well, she's bringing some people and supplies so we can, fix this place up, or at least stop it from burning to the ground.
Yes, but do we really think we can trust her? Because the Ravenhearts are very good at deceiving people. Just like they're doing with the people of Kaineng.
well,
I
we can.
We should tread carefully.
I mean, I don't trust her or Pretty Boy.
We could trust her as far as she leads us to not trust her. If you understand what I mean.
What?
Meaning, what I mean is we can only trust her as far as she'll allow us to trust her. I mean, once she proves that she's not trustable, then all bets are off.
I just
Okay.
hope that's not too late. I'm just going to be on my guard anyway, just in case.
Well, Zay, you do it that way. I'll do it in the reverse order, and we'll see what happens.
You guys are so untrustworthy. Jeez. Next thing you know, you're going to be telling all the random guards, giving them fake names, and
Oh wait,
hold on.
asking all the people who are coming to us for favors their entire life story.
I named the guard I dropped off the cliff Splat.
Is the second gun splatter?
Well, they made a splash in life. They made a splash in death. Ew.
I can live with that.
Ew.
Wonder how many times the body bounced.
Body skips across the ocean.
Just scratched your head thinking about it, but all I'm saying is that we should just be very cautious. She says she's trying to protect the Empress, but I just find it kind of odd that she would be all the way in her hometown protecting the Empress. That seems rather strange.
Well, honestly, everything around here seems rather strange to me, so I can't make heads nor tails of any of it. But I just kind of go with it.
Well, I suppose
Sorry.
we have no choice at this point, but again, just the first whiff of anything sinister, we act.
I agree.
But until then, we pretend that she is part of our group for now.
That is, she comes back. I don't. She kind of ran to the town. Are we gonna wait for her? Or?
She went to the town.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Kireji is already gone.
He went to tunnel vision at that point, so.
Yeah, she went to go get people and supplies to help take out the fire and stuff. She should be here any minute now. We've been here for about a good hour.
As much as I'm enjoying our moment here, can we take this outside? I'm not really enjoying the scenery.
Yeah,
The smoke has been filling your lungs for like 20 minutes now, guys.
the dead bodies and
Kireji passes out from carbon monoxide poisoning.
Sorry, guys, but total party kill.
Yeah.
It ends this way.
You should have paid more attention to the movie Backdraft, anyway.
Oh,
as we're leaving, I guess I'll give a pat to our Kitsune friend.
yay.
I didn't forget.
Mr. Garou?
Yes?
I'm just gonna let you know. If you try and pull something stupid like that again, I'm not just gonna stand by and watch a third time.
Well, I have no choice but to believe you on that.
you will not be fighting the Ravenheart leader alone. Zayn looks Kireji directly in the eyes.
I know. It was just when I saw what was going on, I couldn't help how I reacted.
Understand, but
Seeing a place where you spent so much time on fire is.
I'm talking about the one-on-one combat.
Yeah, perhaps that was really stupid. I'm pretty sure he could have killed me at any time. Just like he said. Sorry.
So when are you gonna get those lightning punches? That's all part of your like monastery's training regimen, right?
I'm afraid
Is
I'll
that
probably
something
need.
that you learned from Kantas?
I'm afraid I'll need a bit more training before I become that accomplished. Some of the techniques he used were very, very powerful. Before we go, I'll look around. Look around for that bracer he dropped.
All right, it's right there by the door.
I kind of pick it up out of like.
It looks exactly like what his left hand has.
Okay. I have no idea why he dropped something like this. I'm not sure what his game is. Perhaps I'll.
He was the left or the right wing?
Right wing.
Okay. Was it his left or right bracer that he dropped?
His left.
Okay.
Look, I wasn't trying to make a statement here.
Well, he threw his gauntlet to the ground.
Wait, I've got it. Maybe it's symbolic of him throwing away his connection to the left wing. Hey, I know it's a stretch, but it's something.
Well,
is there anything inside the bracer? Markings or
5,000 gold. No, it's just the bracer.
we can finally get that guard tower. I mean,
Yes.
It's like, well, I guess the least I could do is bring this to Kireji'Garou and see what he has to say about it. I'm sure when I tell him about my encounter, he's going to have more than this gauntlet to talk about.
probably.
Yeah.
Let's hope that he doesn't say, I have no idea who you're talking about.
Do you really think it's true that your parents stole the thing? I don't know.
I think they did what. I don't think that they, knowing what I know about them, they wouldn't have done it for no good reason. I think on that level, I feel like I can believe what he said.
What?
I don't know how to feel about it. In regards to my parents, anyway.
Wait, you mean you actually believed him?
About my parents, perhaps. My parents were not well off. They did what they could to survive. My father was a very gifted smuggler, so it makes sense. But they didn't. I definitely don't think they knew what they were getting caught up in.
I'm wondering if
I think if they did, they would not have accepted that.
I'm wondering if your parents were hired by the demons that are, well,
whoever did it, they're going to answer for their crimes.
Zayn, let's go save that Empress.
Yes, let's go do that right now.
Stepping out of the building, you see the lake in front of you, the large lake, and it's the southern side of Kaineng really is pretty much flat, save for like a concentrated area of hills and small mountains. But the majority of it is flat. And looking on the other side of the lake, you see the small town that's there, and you guys can see coming from the other side of the lake a gathering of horse-drawn carriages and many people quickly marching towards the monastery.
Well, looks like she played true to her word and got help to come over here.
Is there any way for me to check to see if my disguise is still active?
Oh no, it's gone.
Well, crap.
When you fell unconscious, the magic effect lost
Yeah. Okay.
power.
Yeah.
Whoops. All right, time to get a cloak on. Look like one of the.
Of all the times to take a nap.
Hey, Kireji, when did you lose your eye?
I lost it the day my parents were murdered. I just don't remember how.
Huh. Emma's scratching her head and just thinking about things. She's like folding her arms. As y'all are walking out.
The last thing I remember is it was a Ravenheart coming at me with a knife, and that was pretty much all I remember. I didn't have time to move.
When you fought the left, I remember something coming from your left eye. Like a red glow. Could you said your father was a famous smuggler, right?
Well, he was good at it. He took jobs on to keep money on the table, but before that, he was a privateer.
I'm just spitballing here. What if they hit it within you?
What?
It sounds crazy, but
I don't get why they would do that.
And then Amethyst just suddenly has a look on her face, like, "Oh no."
we did.
Oh, no.
We did see his eye shine red. Not once, but twice now.
Wait. I think I just had a epiphany.
A revelation from Kireji'Garou. I mean,
That might not be as insane as I thought at first, Saya. Mr. Unicorn, when we went out into the woods, he talked to me about the Eye of Namfish. He told me about the thing, about how it's powerful. He doesn't know what it looks like, but it was it's always in a constant state of what was the word? Not turmoil. It's always, it ends with itself. And whenever it comes into contact with a strong negative force, it like goops out energy.
So twice we faced
That must be. Yeah, because both of the times Kireji's eye has done the goopy thing, it's been in the presence of the demon people.
or the Ravenhearts.
First with the left wing, then when the hooded demons were walking past him, and they did something.
I have no idea what to say. Why would
Kireji,
they?
lean over. Amethyst looks up at him and scrutinizes his
Just
face.
hauls him down by the ear. Ow!
Someone give me a scalpel. Incision time.
Okay, so I bend down, but I'm like kind of like, what the hell?
She puts her hands on his face, kind of like pushing it around to try and get a better look.
Poke his eye out.
What
It's
are
already
you?
gone.
I need a sandwich.
An idiot Sam.
Would Amethyst detect magic work on his face?
Hmm.
Ame, do that thing.
What do you think I'm doing? Let me concentrate.
Should I be really concerned about this?
Be afraid.
I
Be
even
very
I even
afraid.
typed that on top of my character. Very concerned.
Right now, she's reading aura on his face.
Very concerned. With the sexy goblin. Cast time. So it seems that
Kireji, stop fidgeting.
you target
Sorry, what?
I'm just reading. You target an object. Cast time 1. It's heightened to 3, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that changes nothing.
She targets every facet of his face. Both eyes. There we go.
Eyes, ears, nose, mouth, everything. Left
And Kireji's
nostril.
permanently blind now.
Well, I'm worried that she's gonna throw up if this aura is too powerful. Mm.
The cast time, so you spend 1 minute conjuring up a spell. When you finish the hand flourish that cast spell, your hand suddenly gets thrown out of the way, and you are pretty much sent flying back 5 or 6 feet, knocking down, falling down on your back. Immensity of magic literally blew you away.
Oh my god, are you alright?
I'm just imagining. Ah!
I just had this like stunned face, like, oh no, I did this. And then I run over to make sure it's okay.
Zayn runs over.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Goodness.
I swear I didn't punch. I swear.
Do a fortitude save.
Who does fortitude save?
Amethyst.
Okay.
Will you the hand with which you when you finished the spell, what hand did the I guess finishing flourish?
Can I do a lucky on this?
Whenever you roll, you can do a lucky. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh!
Silver Shade!
You raised your arms that time. It's foolish.
Touchdown. Still, which hand did the finishing flourish?
I don't know. Probably the right hand.
The right hand cast the finishing flourish. Okay, so when you got blown away, your right hand ring finger charred to black.
Hi.
But the moment you raised your hand back up to see it, the black immediately dissipated and faded away back to a normal, clean hand. The blackened skin kind of like evaporated to a fine mist that went away.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
How the hell did my...
So,
I just completely stunned.
your
It doesn't...
parents did hide it in the best place they could, really.
In his face.
Well, if he
But
already
why?
already lost his eye,
But why would they
Then-
do that?
I don't know.
This just raises even more questions.
Yeah, raises questions like what happened to my hand? I was just looking at it worried.
Zaya checks out her hand.
You have 7 days to live.
Yeah, the curse is gonna start creeping up your arm. I mean, no. Oh! I know nothing.
Your ring finger gets turned to black.
What's his
Nothing
band-aid?
hurt, but Zaya, she drops oil on it, and then that flint that she dropped just jumps out of the ocean and ignites the oil that landed on her finger, setting it in place and charring it black.
She got so unlucky.
Wow.
You tell Amethyst that the way to the best way to heal up and to rest herself is with essential oils that you're selling.
Now, I'll let you know. I happen to be selling these chicken wings, but they're not normal chicken
Oh no.
wings.
You gotta love ones. Oi.
You sure you're not tuckered out from trying to fix me up?
My mind might be a little bit tired. We've had a long
Forget
day.
about that. Forget about my hand. Forget about my finger. Your face, your eye.
I didn't mean to do that.
No. I know it.
All because
The only thing I can think of that would give some kind of reaction that strong would be an artifact or a relic. Or a deity, but
he's almost like, I have a god inside of me.
It's like,
maybe
Koji, why didn't you tell me that you were Kaineng?
maybe a little piece of God.
but right. I'm going to avoid casting anything on your face from now on.
That would be wise. But if this is true, what should I do?
Do you know any surgeons?
Kind of looks over at Zayn.
My father's a better one.
Maybe
Say
I might
his
be
dad.
asking. Maybe
His
I might be
dad's a
asking
doctor.
your father for a house call.
I
If
don't want to
this-
jump the gun here, but I don't think simple, mundane surgery is going to be able to remove something like that.
But this might be the reason why I've been targeted so much.
Oh, undoubtedly.
I mean,
All
if
because
this were,
Emma
if
asked.
if this were to fall into the hands of the, my God, this is not good.
All because Emma asked when you lost your eye.
Now everything the left wing said in Weavertown makes perfect sense. And they likely know now that I have it.
Well,
He seemed to know a lot more about it than I did.
we didn't figure it out until now, so I mean, they possibly could, but the right didn't seem to know anything. So
Did he?
I don't
Did
know.
he really seem to not know anything?
if he would have known about it, he would have taken it right then and there. He said he couldn't find it.
I don't know. He seemed like he very little was left to the imagination for him. So
I feel like he kind of did try to take it.
maybe I don't know.
Let's
But all I
Can
know
I
is
just
that
say,
all I know is that if this is true, then you're always going to be in danger as long as you're around me.
and
yeah, well, that really hasn't changed.
No, that hasn't changed, but
you'll have my shield to protect you.
You'll have my
glow stick.
goofiness.
I still have it.
I need to come up with a fancy phrase like you have, Zaya.
And my diplomacy.
Very well.
Yeah.
Anyway, we. What should we do? What should I do about this in the meantime? Because if they come to take it, then
we shan't let them have it.
Okay. Well, right now, as far as all of us know, we're the only ones that know about this. Right?
what the Blesswing said in Weavertown.
What did he say in Weavertown?
He said that now we know. It was very vague. He says something along the lines of, "Now we know that you have this power."
Oh, yeah,
But
you're right.
but he died that day, so he couldn't tell anybody else.
I'm not so sure he.
They're just after. From what we know, they're just after you because you're a witness. That is all.
I hope that's all.
Anyways, whether they know or whether they don't know, as far as we know, we're the only ones that know, and we should try to keep it that way. And
Exactly.
just kind of give the stink eye towards Zaya.
Shut
Well,
up.
of course. When I
Okay, Zaya?
I
Don't
know-
use this as a bargaining chip to try and gain trust with people. This is a very important and personal thing to Mr. Garou.
I don't know nothing.
As soon as Zani shows up, hey, Kireji has the Eye of Amethyst.
Don't tip me.
You know what? Here, and then he proceeds to like rip it out of his eye socket. I quit.
He's like, here, just behead me here and now, like you did those guards. You can have it.
Yeah.
I will go roll a new character. I'm done. I think we can officially end the session here.
That. All right.
Merry Christmas, all.
Oh, are we actually?
Yeah.
Are we actually ending?
I have nothing left to say.
Okay.
Oh no, we figured out Kevin's big secret. Way too
Merry-
early.
Merry Christmas, Kireji. You're on the wanted list forever.
He's like that broke my entire campaign. We were gonna go looking for the eye for the next 10 sessions.
Oh,
I see with my little eyes something that is right in front of us.
it's a Balrog.
Oh,
The next
well,
thing you
that's
know,
not
the
what I was
Empress
gonna
is the
say.
little kitsune that's been with us this whole time.
Next thing you know, what?
The Empress has been the kitsune that's been with us the whole time.
Stop
That would
with
be-
my notes.
That would be kind of amusing, but
I'm shutting down this campaign. You know what? Zero, go do your own thing.
if you're gonna keep revealing my hooks and all that, well,
All right. Well, I thank you for the games. Then I appreciate it. We will see you guys next year.
Next year. This has
Yay!
been a good 24 sessions this whole year. Pretty much half a year since we did every 2 weeks. We only skipped like 2 or 3 weeks at most this whole year. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And
to make all the planets and stars align that many times. This
I
summer.
don't know what's gonna happen next year if we can maintain such easygoing flow. I hope so. I mean, I would
Yeah.
keep playing until we have to stop.
Oh, same here.
Uh,
So
Yep.
uh,
Same.
well,
Yep.
okay then. See you in 2 weeks.
Take it easy, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Please go check out Snowy Phoenix Games and Zero the Hammer Slayer. They are also on YouTube under Dungeons and Dragons and Driving for Zero and Snowy Phoenix Games on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys later. Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
See you guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy Hanukkah. Is Hanukkah over or is that still going?
It started like it started yesterday, I think.
When the night is over, my life is over. 'Cause I start thinking again about our time together. When the night is over, my life is over. 'Cause I start thinking again about our time together. When the night is over, my life is over. 'Cause I start thinking